the rest of the envelopes.
Thanks.
Why are you writing all these letters? You ain't got that many friends.
Oh, I hit upon a swell idea. Oh, I'm writing a letter to all our friends and tell them how bad we're in need of money. So I figure if 10% of them come through, we'll have enough to pay the room rent.
Well, why go through all this trouble?
Why?
Why don't we just get the phone book, and we take all the names out of the phone book, and we send them all a letter. Then we'll liable to get a lot of money back.
All the names in the telephone book.
Yeah, we take them all down.
You know, it costs 3 cents for a stamp to send one of these things. 3 cents. Where's the money coming from?
Well, we get the money from the money that the people send in the envelopes.
But they haven't sent the money yet. They haven't come in yet.
Well, you see, that's where I got brains. On the other side over here, we put send back immediately. That way we get the money fast. They buy the stamps. Oh, you couldn't do that, could you?
No, sir. Now, come on, let's mail these here out. And, by the way, in case we run into Mr. Fields, the landlord, keep your mouth shut. If he talks about the rent, let me do the talking. Don't you do the talking. Let me do it.
If we meet Mr. Fields, we'll both keep our mouths shut. He'll do all the talking.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Come on. Yes. I know what you're going to say. Don't worry about a thing. We'll have the room rent for you in a couple of days.
You'll have the room rent for me by 5 o'clock. Do you understand? 5 o'clock.
Just a minute, Mr. Fields. We're living in this apartment, and we'd like to have it a little neat and clean. Why don't you water these flowers?
I do all this work by myself. I think he means it this time. I think he means it.
Well, good afternoon, gentlemen. May I be of service?
Yes, I'd like to get my friend here alone.
I beg your pardon?
I want to get you alone here in this office.
You want to get me alone here in the office?
Certainly.
Are you kidding? Come on, get me out of here. You can't get me alone. There's other people in here.
Just a minute. I want to get you alone here. In order to get you some money, I've got to get you alone.
Wait. In order to get me money, you got to get me alone?
Certainly.
You had me alone at the apartment all morning. Why you got to bring me over here for?
Right. Got to take out a loan in order to get you some money.
I take it you want to take out a loan. Just how much would you require?
Oh, could we get $50?
Why, certainly. Are you quite sure that'll be sufficient?
You better make it 100.
Why, certainly. Certainly. Anything that you require. After all, that's what we're in business for, to please our friends. And our customers are our friends, you know. We try to live up to our name, the Friendly Finance Company.
It is easy to get money here.
Oh, yes, it's really quite simple. Now, if you'll just fill out this application here with your name, address, occupation, employer, amount of salary, length of time in present position. It's just a formality.
There you are.
That's right. That all?
Yes, that's all on that page. Now, on page 2 here, you just give the date and place of your birth, education, schools attended, degrees, if any. My, is that a spot on your necktie? No matter. The father's occupation, date of their marriage, names of brothers and sisters, their occupation, and approximate income. Just a formality.
Are you kidding? Now, what's this page 3 for?
Just a few liberal questions. Actually, just a few simple questions. The names of 10 people who have known you intimately for at least 20 years. The name of your automobile, the date of your last illness, and name of attending physician.
Oh, what kind of questions are these, Abbott? They're ridiculous. I'll never be able to remember these questions.
Oh, yes, you can. Come now. You're not trying.
What do you mean I'm not trying? This is just silly stuff.
No.
I mean, if I was to ask you a silly question, I'll bet you get all muffled up here, too. Who is the watchman on the George Washington Bridge?
Day or night shift? Mr. Smith.
How do you know?
I asked them. Oh, good afternoon, Larry. I want you to meet Mr. Abbott and Mr. Costello, 2 of our firm's new clients.
Well, Mr. Abbott, it's always glad to meet new clients of the Friendly Finance Company. Any collections you want I should make today, boss?
Yes, Mr. Primrose had a payment due yesterday. You better drop around and see him.
Sure thing. Let's see, Mr. Primrose is a little guy, ain't he?
And how is poor dear Mrs. Callahan? Did you call the hospital?
Yeah, she's doing fine. The doc says the casts will be off her arms next week.
Poor dear Mrs. Callahan had an accident.
She had an accident.
Yeah, she tripped over a payment. Well, be seeing you. Yeah.
Well, you go ahead and sign these. I'm going out and get a cup of coffee.
What are you leaving me here like this for? You're gonna go get a cup of coffee. You always leave me in a spot like this.
Sign it.
I signed the first name already. I give you the money back. I don't want the money.
Hiya, Costello.
Hi, stranger.
You. Glad to see you, pal.
You and your funny tricks all the time.
Hey, what do you think of my new car, huh?
Who are you driving for?
Driving for, I own it. It's my car. I'm in the money now. I got a swell apartment. Look at this suit, tailor-made. Look at this diamond stick bit. 2 carats.
Oh, you're a Lulu with your funny jokes.
Here, have a seat.
Thanks a lot.
My
What
card?
up? Your card. How come you're out of the pool room? Oh, the Nevada Gold Mining Company, Inc. Joe Kelly, vice president.
Hey, that's me, pal. Look, if you run across anybody that wants an investment, I can make them a lot of money. I know that you haven't got any dough.
Hey, you kid, I'll bet you $100. I got $100 right there, kid.
You got $100?
You bet.
How would you like to buy some of my stock?
I was waiting for how long you was gonna put the bite. Stock. Are you kidding? I wouldn't take nothing from you, Joe. Here, not a thing.
Hey, wait a minute. Can I drive you home?
Drive me home. I was gonna go by bus, so I'll let you drive me home.
Oh, right. Hop right in,
That's
pal.
the only thing I'm gonna give you a break on, just driving me home.
Come in. Oh, hello, Mr. Fields.
Well?
Well, we raised some of your rent money.
Oh.
And as soon as Mr. Costello gets here, I'll be down to see you.
That's fine. Well, I don't want you to think that I was too abrupt with you boys, but you understand.
Oh, I understand.
I got out of my mind.
Yeah, sure.
This month, everybody's been late with the rent, and I've got to keep the collections coming in, you know.
Sure. Well, as soon as Mr. Costello gets here, I'll bring it down to you.
That's fine.
It's okay.
Oh, by the way,
What?
you know that lodge I belong to, the Fraternal Order of Mud Turtles?
Oh, yes.
Well, they're having their national convention here next week, and I'm on the committee. Now, they asked me if I could get a couple of judges for the bathing beauty contest. It's an annual affair, you know, and I thought maybe that you two boys might help me out.
But, Mr. Fields, we don't belong to your lodge.
That's just it. Members of the lodge can't be judges, must be impartial outsiders.
Well, and we're your boys.
I knew I could depend on you.
Sure.
The contest will take place next Saturday.
Okay, we'll be there.
Good.
Oh, here he is. Did you get the money?
I sure did.
Attaboy.
Better than that. See this here?
Yeah.
Our worries are over. I just bought myself some stock in a gold mine. We're gonna be millionaires.
5 months' rent you owe, and you throw away the money buying phony gold stock.
Phony stock my eye. Joe Kelly is the vice president of this company, and you want to see the beautiful car he's riding around in.
Sure, and paid for with monies taken from suckers like you.
Let me see that stock.
Yeah,
This is good.
I
Good
can
stock.
imagine.
Just as I thought. I happen to know this company. Do you know what you can use these certificates for? Paper the wall with them.
I don't think so. This is beautiful material. Feel that material.
Oh, stop, Lou.
Material.
Mr. Fields, please, I'll have to apologize for Lou, but incidentally, I sent out a lot of mail. I've written to a lot of our friends, and I'm expecting some money. Now, if you could give us 3 or 4 days, I'm sure we could pay the room rent.
3 days.
Oh, you're a gentleman, Mr. Fields.
Mr. Fields, you're a man after my own heart. Have a cigar. Not only that, I want to show you I'm a gentleman. I want to give you a light. Just a minute. Hold it right there. Here you are, sir.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Fields.
How stupid can one get?
Hiya, baby. Have a good lunch?
Oh, I knew I forgot something. It was lunch. I spent my whole noon hour buying this little old bathing suit. Do you like it? It's for the beauty contest.
With you in it, I'm nuts about it. I'm nuts about anything with you in it.
Gosh, wouldn't it be wonderful if I could win the contest? I'd be Miss Mud Turtle and have my picture in all the papers and go to Honolulu.
Baby, you're practically in. I was just reading about the contest in a large paper. Guess who's gonna be the judges?
Who?
Those 2 guys that was in and borrowed money, Abbott and Costello.
Well, what does that mean?
That means you need dough. They can be got to.
You mean you could really get them to make me win the contest?
Baby, they will leave you in the contest or I will break both the heads. Take the letter. You ready?
Already.
Abbott and Costello. Gents, in the Miss Mud Turtle Beauty Contest, of which you guys are the judges, I want you should pick Miss Mabel Murphy. Here is $100 for your trouble. Leave there be no mistakes. Put these two $50 notes in a letter and get it right off.
Larry, you're the sweetest.
What in the world are you doing?
Just like Mr. Fields told me. Put them on a wall for wallpaper.
What he was trying to do was explain to you that there's no value connected with these things. But that's a good idea. Leave them up there. Take a look at them every now and then. And realize how dumb you are. All right.
What do you got there?
These are letters in answer to the requests to our friends for money.
Let's open them up.
Yes, help me open these things up. Now, let's see what we have. And we ought to have enough money in here to pay the room rent.
Says $10 bills.
Good. Let's see what this one says. Drop dead. Find a friend. Right.
Oh, this one. Are you kidding? What's the money?
I don't know. Go to work. You won't have to borrow any money.
These are all people you knew well, huh?
Our friends.
Hey, get a little of this one. I'm a little short, but if I had it, I wouldn't give it to you.
Forget about it. I'll go down and tell Mr. Fields I'm sorry we just haven't got the money. That's all we can do.
Okay. I don't get it anyway. You send letters to some of these guys for a couple of bucks. Can't even get it.
Yeah?
Oh, Mr. Fields, I have some bad news for you. We just can't pay the room rent, and I guess it's best we move.
Wait a minute. We ought to be able to work this thing out.
What do you mean?
Especially if you and Costello would like to do me a little favor.
Why, for you, anything, Mr. Fields, anything at all.
You know,
just name it.
My niece, she's going to enter this Mud Turtle Bathing Beauty Contest, and since you and Costello are going to be the judges, I thought maybe...
Oh, I see. Yes.
Hmm?
I imagine.
She might win the contest anyway. She's not bad looking. Have you ever met her?
No, I haven't.
Oh, Columbine. Columbine, honey.
Columbine.
What
happened? How do you do? She is beautiful. I bet she has all the boys head over heels in love with her. Are you engaged?
Are you?
I tend to be, yes.
See, that's one of the reasons why I want her to win this contest and go to Honolulu to meet some nice young men. I'd like to get her out of my hair.
What hair? I think everything could be arranged.
We understand each other?
That will take care of everything?
Right.
Well, congratulations, Miss Mud Turtle of 1950.
Oh, Mr.
All right, everything's lovely. Everything's fine. It's all taken care of.
Have a good night.
Well, that's that.
Hey, Abbott! Abbott!
It is. Hey, $100.
Somebody sent us $100.
Well, now, that's what I call a friend. Was there a letter in it?
Yeah.
Who's it from?
I don't know. I dropped the letter. It's all mixed up right now.
Oh, well, forget about that. Don't mean to think.
Boy, $100. Two 50s. 150 we'll give to Mr. Fields. The other 50 we'll get down and get our tuxedos out so we can judge the beauty contest.
No, wait a minute, Lou. I've made a new deal with Mr. Fields. Everything is all right now.
Wait, what kind of deal did you make with him?
I'll explain to you later. Now, look, I'll tell you what you do. You clean up all this mess, and I'll get down and get our stuff out of hock. Go ahead, clean up.
A deal with Fields. You know, Abbott, this is the kind of job I really like.
You like it?
Makes me feel very important.
Swell. Now, just behave yourself.
Oh, Abbott, may I see you a minute, please?
Oh, yes.
Now, remember, no slip-ups. My niece has got to win this contest or else.
You've got nothing to worry about.
You'll have plenty to worry about if anything goes wrong. Does Costello know that she's going to win?
Well, I haven't explained to him yet, but anything I say is okay with Costello.
Hey, chum, remember me?
I can't say that I... Oh, yes, yes. You're the man from the finance company.
Also, I am the guy what sent you the $100, remember?
$100?
Yeah, the 250s. Don't tell me it slipped your mind.
Oh, the $100. Oh, yes. That was mighty swell of you. We certainly appreciate it.
Well, see that you do appreciate it by carrying out your part of the bargain.
Bargain?
This here is Mabel, the little girl you're going to make win the contest.
The girl? The contest?
Hi, y'all.
You better get lost, baby. It don't look good for you to be seen talking to one of the judges and then have him pick you for Miss Mud Turtle. Whoa.
Yeah, sure, Larry. Bye.
Here, you forgot it. Now, just so you and me understand each other, no mistakes, see?
Yeah.
Well, you two guys are going to be nursing a couple of broken heads.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Costello, come on, I've got to talk to you.
Of all the times to interrupt me, just when I'm getting to the point. Just when I'm getting to the point.
Partner, just a minute. Come here.
Excuse me.
Come here.
Excuse me, number 5.
Come here. We're in a mess. It's a terrible mess. I've got to find a place to talk to you.
Let's talk in here.
Oh, Chubby. Come here.
I'll be right with you, Abbott. No.
Here you are. If the man answers, don't hang up. He's broad-minded.
Start with the judging, Mr. Costello. Where's Mr. Abbott?
He's around here someplace.
Well, we're already late in starting. We'll have to go ahead without him.
I mean, after all, I can't do no judging without Abbott.
No. You'll have to do it alone. You'll have to do it with one judge. I'm sorry, but
You don't know
you
why
will
I can't.
have to do it alone.
Number 5. Oh.
Please.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to pick the queen, Miss Mud Turtle. There's a lot of mud turtles here, too, believe me. Now, in this, we have number 5. Now, of all these, we, 7? We got it. Shorty? And that. 5. Now, I've
got to see Mr. Costello. Shh. I've got to see Mr. Costello.
Quiet.
Well?
Now, I am going to pick the winner of Miss Mud Turtle. After consideration, I think number 7 is a lovely number. Don't get worried. You ain't got a chance to lose. Now, after all, it's gotta... You're in, kid. How do you do?
How do you do?
There it is. Uh-huh. You might as well take this, too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't worry about a thing, kid.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winning number 5. Miss Clara Dick.
You picked the wrong queen.
The wrong queen? How did I know? What are they doing?
Oh, they're after you and I.
You're supposed to pick my niece. Hey,
Have you seen him? You see which way them 2 judges went?
This way.
Thanks.
Excuse me. Dandy. Number 5.
You had it fixed so I was going to win the contest. You know I'm the prettiest.
What's up?
I'm looking for Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, well, so am I, and I hope I find them before I cool off.
Well, I ain't never gonna cool off. And when I catch up with them, I'm gonna put them in plaster casts for the rest of their lives. If they live that long.
Well,
Hey, you got an apartment for rent?
I certainly have. The apartment that Abbott and Costello used to occupy.
Well, I gotta get me a new place today. I'd like to take a look at it.
Be my guest.
We've got to get a place to live. Another night on that park bench, and I'll have ingrown ribs.
Well, personally, I don't think they're any harder than
Costello.
than his head.
You want to apologize for that? Do you know what happened? That gold mine, they struck a new vein. That stock is worth $1,000 a share.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. Take it down to the office. They'll pay you $1,000 a share.
Abbott, did you hear the man? That the stock I bought, I told you I'd make a lot of money, didn't I?
And what did you do with them? You pasted them on the wall.
You told me to leave them there, that every time I look at them, I would be stupid.
All right, wait a minute.
You're stupid. Fields are stupid. I'm I got my policy. I'm a businessman.
I know what we'll do. We'll go up there tonight. We'll sneak into our apartment. Fields won't be able to hear us. From where he sleeps, and there'll be nobody in our apartment, and we'll take them off the wall.
They're my bonds. I want my bonds.
Take it easy.
They're worth $1,000. I want my bonds.
We'll go up to the apartment.
Get him in the corner. Quiet. That ain't gonna do any good. Here, hold us. Wait, you hit me in the stomach. Together. Hey, look, Abbott. What? I got a little piece of the bun. Oh, no, that's about $20 worth to throw away. Get it out.
I never heard anyone snore like that before.
Don't make any noise.
Hello, this is Joe Kelly. I've been trying to phone you guys all night. I made a mistake about that stock.
What do you mean, a mistake?
Costello bought the preferred stock. The one that went up was the common stock.
That's just dandy.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.